Woof and hello, Farlanders. My name is Kurt, and welcome back to Farlands or Bust. This is episode 817 and the first episode of season 9 of Farlands or Bust. That's right. Are you ready to continue walking west? Let's go! No, I don't think I have all of my stuff ready. Like I didn't get fully prepared in the last one. But yes, hello. This is episode 817. Should be coming out on Thursday, April 29th, 2021. 5 weeks exactly since the last episode of season 8. Let me just make sure. All right, oh, obviously, I was about to get out and go, and I don't even have my compass. I need my compass. I don't need my buckets. I need my golden apples, even though we ate one during the flobathon. I need some wolfie treats. I need some wheat, some shears. That's about it, really. I mean, I guess I could... Oh, I need wool for beds and wood for beds. Flint and steel. I don't know why I carry that around, to be honest with you. I don't think I need any cobblestone. Yeah, I think... Oh, I think that should be good. Right? Pack light. We gotta pack light. We only have 2 iron on us. Oh, and I think we're going to need to use it to make a sword, actually. I should probably just do that right now, huh? We're starting the season with nothing at all. Nothing at all. Nothing at all. Alright. Oh, that is the new one? It's hard to tell, because of the bar. So here's the iron sword of season 9-ness that I assure you will not even last till the end of the episode. Yeah, okay. I think this is everything we need, right? We're gonna have to say goodbye for the last time to our amazing deluxe hidey hole of grass roofitude, and of course the literal season 8 F3 monument. We were, oh god, I almost tried to do that on the stairs. That would have been not good. So yeah, that's where we pressed, well, I guess technically that's where we pressed F3 and then we dug down and... Oh, hello. We split the world in twixt, and that's what we did. In case you missed it, in case you missed the season finale, we got Wolfie here. Let's grab Wolfie. Let's say goodbye to the house. I do have a whole new charity to introduce for season 9 here, and specifically timely for the upcoming month of May. But let me get to that. I know it's probably best for me to have introduced it at the beginning of the episode, when everybody is watching. But one last glance. From the bottom here. Here's the map of disappointment. The map of great and unfortunate disappointment. We can look up at the F3 monument. And then here's the actual F3 block. 4,856,980 blocks in the z-axis. We've got to start walking this way. We've got to purposefully start walking left. Honestly, I shouldn't do anything purposeful. Because this, I was purposefully walking right to the north, and this is what happened. So, we will do nothing with purpose. I think is the best way to approach Farlands or bust. And, yeah. I'm ready to go in the direction that the arrow points. Very slowly in the water. Alright, and I gotta go before it becomes nighttime. I don't wanna like be stuck here another night. So let's grab Wolfie. Now that I left him on completely the other side of this hill here. And we're going to continue west, and we're going to continue raising money for charity. If you stop by farlandsorbust.com, the website for Farlands or Bust. Did you know there was a website? I hope so. Farlandsorbust.com, you'll notice a whole bunch of new banners for the new charity fundraiser. We're raising money for RAD. Not to be confused with Radwood or the recent spike in 80s nostalgia. No, RAD is Rise Above the Disorder, and it was previously known as Anxiety Gaming. You might be familiar or have heard previously of Anxiety Gaming. But now it is Rise Above the Disorder. Hold on, I just want to get a screenshot of this. Wolfie, you gonna... There we go. They are a mental health charity, and they actually came to me, to Farlands or Bust, because May is Mental Health Awareness Month, and they're doing a charity push, let's call it a push, a campaign, I suppose, where they are and have reached out with to a bunch of gaming channels and Twitch channels for what they're calling May is Rad. And this Saturday, I wanted to get an episode out early. I was trying to explain this to all the people. Oh, we already can't see. That's fine. I thought I was going to see the monument in the distance, but it's too late. So yeah, on Saturday, this Saturday, which is May 1st, we're going to stream Farlands or Bust and start, I suppose we already have started, but kind of start raising money for Rise Above the Disorder. Same way it works all Farlands or Bust seasons. You donate. There's a little comment section there through Tiltify. It's through Tiltify again. You can ask a question, and I will answer the question, discuss the topic in a future episode of Farlands or Bust, or live on stream, as mine happen. Not going to be like a super duper marathon. Who would do that? 24 hours of streaming, raising money for Rad. But I am going to stream like a little mini start of season 9 Farlands or Bust fundraiser marathon. Hello. Just to get us started off on the right foot. And of course, as I've mentioned before, there's a bit of a shift. What with last March being, well, it was actually February. February into March, we did the Farlands or Bust a Day 10-year anniversary-a-thon extravaganza Orama 2021. I'm not saying I'm always going to do streaming with Farlands or Bust. I still think that the episodic platform holds value and is good, and the podcast and everything is good. But I do think the streaming thing is obviously, it's the next big thing. It's the next big thing. It's not like it already past its peak or anything like that. It's the next big thing. So yeah, farlandsorbust.com is where you can find information on the charity page, links to donate to the Tiltify campaign. I'll also put all that stuff, careful Wolfie! I'll put all that stuff in the video description here on YouTube. And we're going to make, I suppose I should have made some beds before I left, huh? That would have been a thing to do here in Farlands or Busts, normally, I think, usually. But we're going to make the first elevated hidey hole of the season. Oh, that's right, I've been doing them like this because of the terrain jitter is all screwy. And continue in the morning. And radicalness. Totally radical. So yeah. A little bit more specific about Rise Above the Disorder and how they work. The charity, 100% of the money they raise through fundraisers, through mostly like Twitch streams. They're a gaming charity. 100% of the funds raised goes towards providing mental health care, which they do. Which they do, is as far as like paying for mental health care. So essentially, how it works, to the best of my knowledge, is on their website, they have kind of like two different services. One, you sign up, and obviously since changing from one of the things they did, changing from anxiety gaming to Rise Above the Disorder, is that they've branched out to more than just anxiety as a mental health focus. So say you would like to get help from a therapist for whatever on the spectrum of mental health you might need. You go there, you fill out their forms, and they get in contact with you, find out specifically what you're looking for, but also what your needs are, and then they will actually do the hard work of finding a therapist or a practice that meets all of your needs. They'll actually be the ones to like contact and interview them, and then refer you to them. And if you already have insurance, or if you're financially capable, that's how you pay for the therapy outside of RAD and things like that. But if you don't have insurance and you need financial assistance, that's what these donations go towards, is providing financial assistance or outright paying for mental health care for those who need it. And that is, on a personal note, finding a therapist, honestly, finding any sort of healthcare person, specifically in the United States, is a real mess. It's not easy. Like, say you have insurance, congratulations, first of all, but say you have insurance, you go to the insurance website and you say, I'm searching for this, or I need a primary care physician. I see that, creeper. And they basically, you put in your zip code and they're like, okay, within 50 miles, here's a long list of names of all these practitioners that you have no idea who they are or anything like that, but this is just what your insurance covers, are all these people. Good luck. And it's the same way with mental health care, is if you have insurance, you go to the website, click in that you're looking for mental health care therapist. If you are lucky enough to know what specialty or what sort of certifications you want the person to have, you still get a big long list, and half of them aren't even accepting new patients, but the other half, it's just like throwing darts at a dartboard. And that's no good. So that's where RAD steps in and lowers that barrier by taking the guesswork out. And a lot of stories you hear from people is like, oh, I've had, not necessarily that there are terrible therapists, but just the wrong match, just the wrong specialties. They don't have the experience or the interest in serving either people with your specific backgrounds or your... What is going on with the creepers today? They know it's season 9. What is that, a creeper spawner? So yeah, anyway, Rad lowers that barrier by doing that legwork for you. And then that they like they don't just like say, okay, here's one, okay, bye. They stay in contact and they'll follow up with you after your first meeting with the caretaker they have found. And if it works, then great. If you don't think it's quite a match, then they will go out and find a new match. And they have people, you know, not just random people, but actual clinicians themselves who I think volunteer their time to do this for you. So that's really cool, and that's really helpful. Of course, like I said, on top of that, on top of just the service to help match people with the therapy they need, they also provide these grants for those who financially need help paying for therapy or paying for medications. It also covers medications. So 100% of donations, say through the Farlands or Bust fundraiser, go towards that service. They have other corporate sponsors that cover their other overhead, you know, the whatever other overhead that, you know, a charity has, salaries and services and things like that. They have these corporate donors who take care of all that to ensure that every dollar donated goes towards the actual charitable service. So that's really cool. That is really cool. And they are, I mean, on top of that, they only recently switched, rebranded from Anxiety Gaming to Rise Above the Disorder in 2018. So they're still also growing. Like, this has been a very, like, it's almost a niche that they've filled, that they're seeing a lot of demand for. And they work worldwide, too. So it's not just the US. They work worldwide. So they are, like, honestly kind of swamped. So I feel like bringing more awareness to them and bringing more fundraising for them will help both Rad themselves, and then maybe other nonprofits might also pick up the slack and provide similar services. So yeah, that is where we are at with season 9 of Farlands or Bust. I've set a goal, a charity goal of $4,200, which is what the goal was for the previous 3 charities. We had Pause, Equal Justice Initiative, and then during the Flobathon, the CDC Foundation. So that's where we're going with that. And I'm really looking forward to seeing your donations and your questions, and also to streaming Farlands or Bust, like I said, starting this Saturday, May 1st. Woo, buddy! That was a spiel, and I didn't have any of that written down. I had none of it written down. It's just all that I gleaned and learned from talking to them, and also all the information that I had. And yeah, Rad is also who Cone has raised money for in the past. Most recently, during his 24-hour iRacing extravaganza, was fundraising for Rad. That was honestly happenstance. I know he had in the past. I don't remember where I heard of it. I remember hearing of it back when it was called Anxiety Gaming, because I was following them on Twitter. And then I remember, like, when I was looking for charities, I started to look for Anxiety Gaming, and they weren't there anymore. It's because they're Rad. It's because They're rad. Whoa, no! Okay. I thought that boat was gonna break. There's still time for that, though. Wolfie doing alright? Yeah, he's alright. Alright. Okay, take it easy. Oh, that would have been a good place for a monument. The stone mountain of doom. Indeed. So what have you been up to the last 5 weeks? Missing Farlands or bust? I know. Things simply were not the same without it. All we were doing was lumberjacking. Pointlessly and without any sort of what's the word I'm looking for? Gain. No, there was no gain. They were a lot less flobby. Yes, there was absolutely nothing gained from 46 hours of being a nasty lumberjack. And geoguessing, true, we geoguessed. And we nutsed. I should stop talking. We played a video game called Nuts. For squirrels. It's about squirrels. Let's stop with that. And build the next elevated hidey hole, shall we? Oh boy. Can you tell it's been a while for me? I'm very out of practice. And it was, let's go to sleep. And awakeness. Yeet! What was I gonna say? I was gonna say something. And now I forgot. Video games. Streaming. Oh, we did a couple, Mindcrack charity UHCs for Extra Life. Those snuck up on us and happened. You missed those if you're not following me on Twitch. Oh, there was that, I mean, it was kind of unfortunate that we were on hiatus because there was another rare Farlands or Bust interview. A journalism happened. With this PC Games website. PC Games N. I don't quite know what it means, but yeah, that happened. That happened indeed. Catching up with Kurt. I sold the Toyota Corolla. The 1977 Toyota Corolla. Sold on Bring a Trailer of all places. They accepted it, those suckers. So yeah, that was all documented and discussed over on Ranwen Parked. Did you know myself, Cone, and ZK are podcasters on Ranwen Parked? Podcasts that require video viewing. So that happened. That was an interesting experience. It's a show! A pod show? Got my first vaccine shot. Get to go back on like May 10th or something. For the second. Finished watching Deep Space Nine. Did that get canceled? It feels like it got canceled there in that last season, because they really threw a bunch of stuff together to try to wrap things up. It seems if they just decided to end it, it seems like they made the decision halfway through the last season. Because then there's something like, oh, here is a 10-episode to-be-continued series wrapping up all the final storylines, sort of. And yeah, I'm not sure, we're not sure if we're ready to watch the next series, which would be Voyager. Like, neither of us, I think, have. So, like, we don't know what... I mean, I guess technically neither of us had watched the original series or Next Generation or anything like that. But we at least had, like, a cultural knowledge of them. Voyager, we don't have any adjacent knowledge of. So we'll see. For some reason, the girlfriend seems to think that Quark is in Voyager also, but I don't think so. I think she's confusing him for the other guy with the bumpy head. But again, I could be wrong. No spoilers. Quark was in the premiere of Voyager. Ah, maybe that's the only episode she's ever seen. So, that's why she associates it with Quark. What's gonna happen up here? So yeah, we got that going on. I have, instead of starting that, I'm starting to watch through the season 3 of Dark on Netflix. Which the girlfriend has no interest in. I finished here we go. The Expanse, the newest season of Expanse. I don't like it. Like nothing happened. Like by the end of the season, nothing that happened during the season mattered. I feel like they're just kicking the can along. Which is how it feels like with a lot of these solely streaming series is, right? I was a bit disappointed. Ooh. Well, we reached the Farlands, everybody. Look at them. Neat. What else is going on? Gotta get a screenshot of this. That's what. Don't fall into some lava or something. Hey, Wolfie. Hey. 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 Wolfie. Hey. Ah. He did it. Alright. It's a fish. It could be a fish. I'll allow it. A water hidey hole. A widey hole. What? What else? What else? We started a garden again. We've also, like, holed out and redid a whole corner of the yard. Yes, I dug holes. Holes. It's very difficult because the land around here is very clayey and very rocky. And I don't mean like pebbles. I mean like rocks the size of your fist. Everywhere. Dug holes, planted some blueberry bushes. So we're hoping that those, like, take hold, actually. And endless, bottomless blueberries. And I also, like, relocated one of my hummingbird plants that was in a pot. We got another raised garden bed, so now we're on 2. Any new baking or barbecue adventures? Oh, I did a lemon poppy seed cake that turned out fantabulous. That turned out very, very good. Gluten-free, of course. No new barbecue adventures, like normal stuff. Barbecue ribs. We are gonna try gluten-free meatloaf next. Both something that we like, but it's one of those things that you just never get around to making. So I got some, we got some ground turkey and ground lamb. We're gonna mix them up and get some gluten-free breadcrumbs and have a loaf of meat. Now the girlfriend says that she does almost like a Swiss roll of meat and layers the inside with cheese. I've never heard of this in meatloaf form. I've never heard of the cheese-filled meatloaf. We always did bacon on the top of the meatloaf. And when I say we, I mean my mom, when she made meatloaf as we were kids. But yeah, meatloaf and mashed potatoes is just one of those, like, just shovel it into your mouth meals. I do remember once at a restaurant I had bison meatloaf. I'm sure it was good. I don't remember. So yeah, I'll let you know how that goes. Yeah, not much else to update you on at least the YouTubes. I know people watching on YouTube, like perhaps this is the only time they see me. Bacon wrapped meatloaf. And yeah, true. That's the only time they see me, and they don't see me at all, unless I'm making a funky, funny reaction video. Kurt reacts to Kurt. That's what it sounded like. So yeah, anyway, Season 9 of Farlands or Bust. Despite being here in the 10th year. We gotta start, like... Uh-oh. This probably isn't a good place to dig down, is it? Yeah, spooky noises. No, this will be fine. Let's not at all need to worry about that being a spider spawner or anything. It's great. It's just fine. Listen. That's gonna be a problem, isn't it? I think that is a spider spawner. We can do this. We can do that. We split the planet in twain. We're not worried about no spoilers. Oh. Okay, maybe we're a little bit worried about spoilers. Oh, that is a spawner. Aha. Is that gonna cause issues? I mean, it is. But I mean, just as far as, like, not allowing me to sleep issues is what I'm mostly concerned about. Well, a very interesting start to Season 9 we're about to have, I think. Let's make some beds. Guess what, Kurt? You've forgotten how to play the game Minecraft. Yes, I have. I'm glad I brought all that wood with me. Let's just make a boat. We should be fine, right? Totally fine. Totally fine. Did I bring everything that I need? For some reason, my inventory seems more empty than usual. I mean, there is the one less golden apple, but still. I got a bucket. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I'm thinking here. Everything seems... Shush! Everything seems fine. Yeah, so farlandsorbust.com to learn more about Rise Above the Disorder, RAD, and the month of May being Mental Health Awareness Month. This Saturday, at some point, I'll be streaming Farlands or Bust for the opening of Mental Health Awareness Month, raising money for RAD. I continually want to say rise against the disorder. Me too. But I can understand why they don't want to use against, because that's like a negative term as opposed to above. And I blame that band. You know what I'm talking about. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being patient during this little hiatus after season 8. And I'm ready to continue walking west. My name is Kurt. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time. It's a fish. It could be a fish.